Hi, there's this story I want to share with you today. I know you love gist. So what happened that day was I was on IT, in the university they give you this IT. So I was on IT though. I was working in a mechanical workshop. Uh, so that morning, that very morning on that day, I came to work very healthy, very sound. And before 10 a.m., I was feeling somehow kind of well. Then I noticed my stomach was making a lot of noise. Not mind, I've not even taken breakfast. So I think I wasn't feeling too comfortable, like though I was already having running stomach. So I was like trying to endure till the end of work by 5. But at some point in time, few minutes after 11, I was no longer comfortable. So I work in a place where our mechanical workshop then we don't have toilet. Bad for us, we don't have toilet. So there was no way I could. The only option was to go pay for a public toilet and use, of which I know I was having a very sensitive skin. I don't want to do that. So I took permission for my boss to go back home because I live close by. Just I think few maybe around 15 hour transport to my place. So I took permission from my boss to go back home and he gave me, so I took my bag. I crossed the road immediately to got a bus. After standing for a few seconds, I got a bus heading back to our place. So the bus driver was so rude. Yes, let me call him rude. It wasn't as if he was rude intentionally, but he was rude. I bet he was rude every time what happened. So I sat there. I was already feeling so pressed, trying to hold it on, squeezing my butt. The pressure on my hands was just so much. So I was just trying to endure the whole drama, not to disgrace myself and my forefathers. Ah, so what happened was, in the bus then, instead of the bus driver to be so calm, he wasn't even driving. I was expecting him to drive fast, you get to drive move faster so that I could get to my junction, then run back home to go and ease myself. But he was moving very slow. On top of that, that guy, may God have mercy on that guy. The guy was now playing this song sang by Two Face. I think Two Face and Fino Opeke. You know, the bars of that song, it was vibrating the car and my bottom. I was trying to hold my hand to hold this would I call it semi fluid from rushing out, and this guy was blowing a song with hot vibrations, vibrating the chair I was sitting on. You need to see me. I started sweating. I started sweating. Even the lady by my side was like, at some point, you look at me. And I could read from her eyes that she's trying to pass a message. If are you sure this guy is okay? Are you sure this guy is alright? So that was none of my business. I was just struggling not to disgrace myself, holding it on. So finally, as God may have it, we got to my junction. So I rushed down. They carried my bag and I rushed down the bus. I crossed the road. Before, as I crossed the first lane, on crossing the second lane, I couldn't hold it anymore. Like my hand went at the back of my bum bum to support to support my ass before those things. Am I laughing right now? That day was not easy. It wasn't an easy one. So I had to support my bum bum. I told myself, Zubi, you can't make it home like this. You would disgrace yourself. I quickly rushed into a restaurant close by because I've been there before for a wedding reception. So kind of an eatery though. I went on there, quickly rushed to that toilet. When I got there, oh goodness me, I started to offload this thing. I started to offload. Before I could breathe, as God may have it, there was water there, so I helped myself. So finally, I got up, took my bag. On coming out of the restaurant again, my stomach gave me like, hey, you see me that day. I started to run back. I was running home. Like, seriously. May something never meet you. You won't understand.